Man versus orc. Meatbag versus fungus. Endless infantry and tanks versus the power of Gork and Mork. Is it Gork or is it Mork? Either way, it's a wog. Welcome to Play On Combat Patrol. Greetings fans, JT McDowell here, and boy howdy do we have a game for you today. Orc General James Mr. Initiative Jones is looking to continue his winning ways against Nick and his Astra Militarum. James has never lost to Guardsmen. Will today be the day?
So I'm Mr. Initiative. I'm here to play some Orcs. We're gonna play Combat Patrol today. Combat Patrol is a fast-paced, action-packed, quicker game of 40k.
The Git Stompas are led by an orc war boss, Gordwang, all shiny and dead-hard in his dandy mega armor. He's got 2 squads of boys, some Def Coptas, and a stompy Def Dread.
I've done so many armies, I don't even understand who I am anymore. I was Taugnick, and then I'm Gardnick, and then Tyrannick, and Eldarnick. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm really liking Combat Patrol. It's basically a faster way of playing 40k. The armies are set for you, and you can get right to playing right away.
Nick's got a company command with an officer, field gun that has both a bombast cannon and an artillery bombard. Note that we are subbing in one for the other because we built them both the same. Whoops! Sentinel with plasma and 2 squads of shock troopers.
James has often had my number, and orcs in general have often been my bane no matter what army I'm playing. So I gotta say I'm a little nervous.
Orcs is green, we's the biggest, we's the best, and we're gonna grind these Umis down to bone meal.
That said, it's a new edition of 40k. Everything's up in the air. Nobody knows what's good anymore. Let's find out.
Mission today is Forward Outpost. Mission primary objective is Vital Ground. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is will score victory points to a maximum of 15 for each of the following. For each objective that they control in no man's land, they score 5 victory points. If they control the objective marker in their opponent's deployment zone, however, they will score 10 victory points. The mission rule is sabotage the enemy's comms. At the end of each player's turn, if the player whose turn it is controls the objective marker in their opponent's deployment zone, then till the end of the battle, their opponent cannot use the command reroll stratagem.
The enhancement I've chosen for my army is the Laurels of Command. Basically, I get an extra command point if my officer is alive in my command phase.
I decided to take the teleporty upgrade for my warlord. So my plan for that is that my warlord cannot join a unit, and I don't really like the idea of him running around with his mushroom in the wind. So this way he can be launched onto the mid-table and get straight to crumpin'.
For his Astra Militarum, Nick has chosen Hold the Line. He needs to keep the orcs back and out of his deployment zone to score points. James has chosen the orc secondary, Stomp 'em. He needs to pick a unit and kill it in combat. Always a good day for orcs, getting points for killing things in hand-to-hand combat. The boss and the Clawboys are going to be joining in the battle by Deep Strike.
James, welcome to the studio. Welcome to a Combat Patrol game, Orcs versus Guard, classic matchup. I hope I can do it.
I hope you can.
Because orcs have always been tough for me. Who is the attacker and who's the defender? Ooh.
I want to deploy second.
This side to deploy on?
Yep.
And so I'd have to deploy the first unit. So I'm gonna start with a unit of Guardsmen.
Okay.
Go right on the center. Right in the center, unit of Guardsmen. Here we go.
My first unit.
I think it's the scariest thing you have, the Def Dread.
James's Def Dread looks to go stomping up that far side of the board. I hope it can get in pretty quick, because that's where it's going to do most of his work.
I'm actually going to go with the field guns next.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a rocket right here, and then this one over here, because this one's in direct fire, so it can actually fire anywhere it wants on the board.
Boys.
Sentinel sets up across from some boys, hoping to take advantage of its blast keyword on its plasma cannon. And those Def Coptas are tucked in behind some rocks to give them some hiding. Those rockets are no joke, folks.
I'm gonna put this unit of Guardsmen over here, behind the Sentinel. And you have nothing else because everything else is in Deep Strike, isn't it? Ah, I see how things go. And then I'm gonna take my officer, and he is going to stay way back here because he doesn't do a lot of damage. And as long as he's on the battlefield, he gives me command points and gives me orders, and basically I just wanna keep him safe.
Sounds good to me.
All right, we're deployed. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Who's gonna go first? Oh, it's me! Good luck, sir.
Good luck.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Deadly Print Studios. Makers of all things battle effect related, like the plasma effects on Nick's Sentinel, Deadly Print has everything you need to add that extra oomph to your army. Whether you want pre-printed or pre-supported STLs, Deadly Print Studios has you covered. Check out the link in the description below. Now, back to the action. Nick with the first turn, Laurels of Command, give him an extra command point, and we start the game.
So starting my turn, I've got first turn. I want to be aggressive to push him back from my deployment zone. I only score points if I keep him out of my deployment zone and out of 6 inches of my deployment zone. So if I can keep him a little bit farther away, that'll score me more points. Company commander has to give an order, and because of my enhancement, he actually gives it to the whole battlefield, which is so useful. So I'm actually going to use the take aim order, which means all of my stuff gets an increased ballistic skill. Well, I'm going to move up, and then move 6 inches up with the guardsmen. And they're gonna move up there.
Looks like Nick's moving up, but not much. He's not gonna be able to score many primary points like that. The artillery closes to get its guns to bear. This could be big.
And let's go in the shooting phase. Let's start off with the field gun and the rocket battery. They're both gonna fire into this unit of boys right here.
Okay, sounds good.
Gets D6 shots, 6 shots. Ooh. That's excellent. I'm normally hitting on 5s.
Okay, yep.
3s.
Okay.
Oh, wow. The artillery have taken down 8 orcs.
Those artillery are a problem.
Ooh, that's a rough first turn there. I am excited to use these the entire game. They're just gonna be killing orcs left, right, and center. The guardsmen are just in range, 24 inches. They're all gonna fire their las guns at you, hitting on 3s because of the orders.
Yep.
And 1 wound.
Okay. I fail another one.
Oh!
You know what? I'll take a wound on the knob this time.
Makes sense.
James uses Crump to Gets for a command point to move the boy squad up the map a big 6 inches.
My sentinel is gonna try to damage your choppers.
Okay.
I get D3 shots. 1 shot, hitting on 3s. Do I wound? I do wound at -2. So on a 5 up.
I fail.
2 damage.
1 is down to 2 wounds left.
1 final volley from the shock troops takes out the orc knob, leaving just a lone shoot-a-boy.
That's all I got though. I've got no charges. It's your turn.
Okay.
No points are scored yet.
The orcs are pouring forward and looking to take up as much of the field as they can.
That's it. Let's shoot. Let's start with him.
Yeah.
He puts his rockets into the artillery.
The artillery, that makes sense.
I've got a lot of rockets, and I really need these artillery off the table. So, rocket time.
Shooting now, Death Dread rockets the artillery and actually managed to blow up the cannon. Effective fire from a Death Dread? Who knew?
These Coptas now?
Yep.
I think they have to shoot the artillery again.
Death Copta's now opening up and more rockets, but that artillery has survived.
Yep. Custom Mega Blaster now. 3 shots hazardous. 5s.
Uh-oh, here comes the Mega Blaster. Zap! Down goes the artillery battery. The big guns have been silenced early. That is huge.
Well done, Choppas.
I was feeling pretty shook after that first. I feel better now. I feel better now.
This is how I've seen every single combat patrol go. I've seen one side seem like they're winning, and then it come right back, and it's back and forth game. Every combat patrol we've played so far has been that.
Let's do this guy.
Okay.
He unleashes the big shooter into the infantry.
Yeah,
that lone shooter-boy targets the shock troopers, and they go to ground for a command point, gaining the benefit of cover and a 6-up invuln save.
So
bring it.
It fails to wound.
Wow, that was a complete waste of command points.
Good.
Charge phase now. Lone shooter-boy charges. Nick overwatches, but that's going to be his overwatch for the turn.
D6 shots for the flamer. 6 shots.
Oh no. All of them?
Yeah. I wounded you twice.
You got him.
Got him.
But the Death Copters are going to charge now, and they fail. Oh no. Even with a command reroll, they still fail. That is one lucky sentinel.
By being so timid in my movement, I haven't taken a single objective.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have to face down these guys moving up and rapid firing me, so, you know.
I'm still really nervous, James.
Are you?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have a problems getting my secondary off.
Nick scores a big 5, hold the line for his secondary because of his deployment zone's clear, so at the end of turn 1, we're 5-0 in favor of Nick.
Let's see what happens turn 2. I think it's gonna be tight.
On to Nick's turn 2, and start of the turn, James calls, well, here, let's let him do it.
I knew it was coming and it still legit scared me.
Thank you, James. Nick issues a command move, trying to protect his zone as best he can and spread out. He needs to scoot out onto those objectives so he can hold them and start scoring primary. He's not going to score any primary points turn 2, but he's definitely looking to try to do so turn 3.
I've got to be really careful here. He's got deep strikers that can come in and potentially come into my deployment zone. That will deny me points. I've got to move in such a way that denies him being able to deep strike in my deployment zone. It's the only way I'm going to hold the line and keep scoring points and rack up that score early, because I think as soon as he gets into my lines, I'm not going to be scoring many points. Okay, shooting phase.
Nick using Bring It Down on the Defcopters, trying to get rid of those rockets. He's down to 2 command points. Oh wow, that Wog invulnerable save keeps the Defcopters up.
And then all of these guardsmen are going to fire into those Defcopters.
Sounds good to me.
Hitting on 5s with the melt a shot. It hits!
Oh no.
3s. Yes!
5 a pinball?
Oh, don't do dare. No, 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 no! Yes!
Finally, Lasguns managed to take down a Copter. James spends his last command point.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a CP.
James spends his last command point on Crump Gets and nearly reaches the infantry squad. I can't help but feel that if he'd used that when the Sentinel shot earlier, he would have got into combat with him.
That's all my shooting.
Okay.
I could charge you, but that would be dumb. If I keep you out of my deployment zone, I'll score more points in my turn. I didn't manage to score any primary this turn because I didn't hold any objectives. I do hold one now.
Bit of a heartbreaker turn for James there. He almost got in. I feel, though, this coming turn may be a make or break.
So, on your turn, we both score command points. I got 3 now, and you've got
1.
1. What target do you want to try to kill to get your points for your secondary?
So I am going to declare this unit right here as my target unit.
I'm going to spend 2 command points, going down to 1. I can only do this once per game.
We knew this was coming.
What is this? Nick has effectively shut down both the advance and charge portion of the Wog hard with the artillery strike stratagem for 2 command points. It's once per game, but so much for the Wog.
Against Orks, borderline broken. But against any other army,
Nick's down to 1 command point now. He took the objectives he needed too, so no points for the Orks.
Unfortunately, that means my Deft Red is only gonna move 4 inches.
You can get on the objective, though.
But he can't get on the objective, which is just fine.
Movement phase, Orks are just kind of milling about under the artillery barrage, pinning them in place. Cue the sad orc noises. What does a sad orc sound like?
And then my Deep Strikers come in.
Teleport to zap some boys in the Warboss in, but I'm not sure he should do this. It's only turn 2, and it's not like they can charge.
Nick has managed to prevent me from deep striking into his deployment zone. I'm towed in with the War Boss, which is great, and I don't think he's got line of sight to many of the boys, so I should be able to spill in there later, preventing him from scoring that any more this game. All right, so let's go into shooting phase. Let's shoot these shooter boys into these guardsmen here. So they have rapid fire 1 at 18, so unfortunately they are not within 9. Now, the rockets. So we will start with the Deft Red.
Into the Sentinel?
Into the Sentinel.
Bring it.
1 shot.
Oh, and
Need a 6. Ha! No.
no.
Now we'll do these rockets. D3. Ha! 2. Come on, give me 1 6. Nope. Custom Mega Blaster.
Which is a whole bunch of
3
this.
3 shot. Give me 1 6. I didn't get a 6. He injures himself on his hazardous roll.
Right, yeah. Oh no! So use the command reroll stratagem to hopefully not roll another 1. Get a 1, get a 1. Oh,
Okay. That is all my shooting.
And no charges?
No
End of your
charges.
turn.
I can't charge.
That's the end of turn 2.
Wow, what a round 2. Key use of a once per game stratagem is the only thing keeping Nick in this game, I feel. Without it, James would have hit his lines like a Def Rolla on Fungus Beer. It's only 8-0 Nick's favor still. This game is anybody's.
Start of turn 3 already. Whoa! Going up to 2 command points,
Oh, you
and
good.
3 command points because of my Laurels of Command. And then we're gonna go into orders.
Okay.
Turn 3 now, and Nick issues the orders, take aim. It's time to down some Orks. And 5 primary to take him up to 13-0.
So my guys are still holding the objective. I have just barely holding on, but I've got the objective. That's scoring me more points. That means I'm going to rack up the scoreboard even more. I really don't like that you move block me there. I want it to go through. You know what? I will move around a little bit. This Sentinel is gonna move around to here.
Okay.
And then these guys are also gonna move onto the objective and onto the cover there.
Right onto it.
Yeah, so wholly within, they'll take the cover. Then these guys over here are actually gonna move up here
Yep.
and be very aggressive. Don't have any more stuff here, so I'm gonna move this command squad and they're gonna come over here. And what they're doing is, at the very least, if these guys whiff it, I'm not gonna let you take this Sentinel into your choppers.
Shooting phase, Sentinel burns a command point for a reroll number of shots from 1 into another 1. Down to 2 command points.
All right, do I hit on a 3? I do hit.
Okay.
Do I wound on a 3?
He's hurt the Defcopters, but hasn't stopped him.
Then the Flamer's gonna fire into these guys.
Yep.
Flame on. 1 wound.
4 up.
Yeah, and then the las guns.
Yep.
And hitting on 3s. Oh, wounding on 6s. Yeah, that's not great. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, okay.
No minus.
4 up.
Let's see, you fail 2.
Make them both.
All right, down to the melt gun. Can the melt gun kill one?
I would say. Oh no!
Hazardous test. I owe you hazardous test with
Okay.
Sentinel. It's fine.
More flashlights into the Orc boys and manage to drop 3 or 4. Orcs are still dangerous, but the greenskins are running out of bodies. Warboss takes a smattering of lasgun fire. James uses the opportunity to crump to gets and gain Nick's deployment zone. Good move.
D6 inches.
Ha! I'll take it.
So the war boss now moves 5 inches. So by moving him into there, what you've brilliantly done is basically denied me my secondary because now you're wholly within my deployment zone. That's the end of my turn. I scored no more points. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to score more points this game.
No secondary again for Nick keeps this game really tight. Despite the goose egg on the scoreboard, Orcs just gotta believe for their tech to work. Let's hope it's the same for winning the game.
That's the end of my turn.
I actually get primary for this.
You do.
this
You
turn.
score points
I
right
score
here. 5
I'm
points.
on the board.
On the board.
High five.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's worth it.
Orcs are on the board turn 3. 5 victory points keeps James in the running, and he declares those exposed shock troopers as his target for Stomp 'em.
I think that these Def-Coptas have plenty of punch to take him out with their whirling blades. Shouldn't be a problem. And if this Def-Copta can get on top of that Sentinel, he will not be making it to my home objective. Bare minimum, he'll be move blocked.
13-5 in favor of Nick.
All right, you ready?
No.
Okay, good.
Oh, we just got moved along the line. Well, that's terrifying.
And the boys will just run back.
As you select those guys as a target to move,
Yep.
I'm going to spend 1 command point on Overwatch.
I had a feeling.
And I'm going to fire all these guys at these boys.
Okay.
Nick overwatches those Orc boys, hoping to do some damage, but no joy, down to 2 command points.
Well, okay. Well, I tried.
The boys hike back to that objective to hold it.
Let's do my shooting now.
Okay.
5 shots from the war boss into those guys. From his big shooter.
Yeah.
Grot gun goes burr.
Ooh, the big shooter is a big whiffer.
So we'll do the Def Red.
Left red into
Yep.
Sentinel?
Yep.
Yeah.
D3. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
String
no.
9, so 3s.
Oh, no.
Okay. You know who else has a 2-up save? The Def Dread.
I know. So I just
So-
took 4 damage.
No, you took 6.
I'm going to spend a command point to try to reroll one of those.
Okay.
No! He's got 1 wound left.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no!
I'm gonna shoot the custom Mega Blast into him. Missiles here.
The
Split fire to
Def Copter-
victory.
Split
High five?
fire? Split fire.
Yeah, split fire.
Yeah, in fact, there's a button for that. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Split fire to victory!
I love that. Let's just see if it worked.
Yeah.
Defcopters may finish the job with a custom Mega Blaster success, but that is a hazardous weapon, and James rolls a 1. Command reroll needed to keep the Copter flying.
Get another one. Get another one. Get another one. Oh, it's so close.
Yes.
Boom.
Rocket here. D3 with blast.
2 guardsmen are blasted with rockets. What a shooting phase. Who needs combat when you can shoot like that? I think he's starting to believe.
All right, James. Come
Charge.
kill me. Charge. Yeah, come on in. Now, are you gonna charge in over here?
I mean,
Yeah,
of course.
Of course. War boss into guys.
War boss charges now. The Defcopters will go first. Let's
Yep.
see if my attacks pay dividends.
Defcopters only kill 2 in the charge, and the troopers survive and keep that objective.
I still have 6 guys, which means I'm not battle shocked.
Warboss slaughters 3 troopers and they fight back. Nothing doing. He's dead hard.
Rah! Bah!
James has shut down most of Nick's guns and made it into his deployment zone. If James can boogie over to Nick's home objective, he can score some big points and take home the victory. He's just gotta believe.
All right, let's find out. Turn 4. Okay, so in the command phase, we each get command point.
Okay.
I'm at 2, you're at 1,
You're at
and
3.
then my laurel of command gives me another one,
Sorry.
back up to 3.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna score 5 points because I'm not battle shocked anywhere. I score 5 points on this objective here, bringing my score to 18 to your 5. I think I'm past the point of doing damage. So
Okay.
I'm gonna use the order take cover. Gives
Okay.
me +1 to all my armor save. At this point, I've scored a lot of points. I've managed to score really big on primary and a little bit on secondary. I've managed to deny James scoring all of his secondaries. If I can hold the line, deny him scoring my home objective, I can take this game. Let's go into the movement phase.
Okay.
Nick's falling back all over the place to reinforce his home objective. Orks go for Overwatch with the Def Copter as Mega Blaster goes to work and hammer 2 troopers into the dirt with big 6s. Rockets away! Warg!
So I've got cover,
Okay.
and I've got +1. So I'm actually at a 3,
Okay. So
4,
you need
5.
Okay.
So 2 5s.
Okay.
Give me 2 5s.
No.
2 2s.
2 guys die. It's exactly what I needed.
Hazardous. Blow up. Kill yourself. No.
Another trooper goes down. He still holds the objective because the troopers haven't noticed the damage yet and will only test for battle shock on their turn.
Fall back with these guys as well, do the exact same thing.
Okay.
Just running away. And I'm basically trying to form a line here, trying to prevent you from getting onto my objective.
Makes sense.
And then my command squad is just gonna move over here to get full shots on your
War boss?
On your war boss.
Love it.
All right, so first of the las guns from all these guys into this guy here.
Shooting phase, the command squad opens up into the war boss and misses.
Command reroll? They need to go roll 1?
If I command reroll in here, then I risk blowing myself up.
I love
yes,
it.
do it!
Do it!
What else am I gonna do? All right, do I hit on a 4? I don't hit.
Now does he kill himself?
Oh yeah, does he kill himself on a 1? No,
Oh.
we're so close.
High 5.
Yeah,
I would have felt terrible if you rolled a 1 there.
That was fun. That is my turn. I'm not gonna charge you.
No charges from the guardsmen. Orks is scary, okay? Big turn for the Orks, despite it being 18-5. This is absolutely anyone's game. James is holding on.
All right, James. Loser has to pay for dinner.
Okay, you're on.
We're going to McDonald's though.
Yeah, you're on. I can feel that. Actually, I like Wendy's. It's close.
Oh, I do like Wendy's.
Okay, it's cheap. It's
Loser
cheap
pays
and
for dinner at Wendy's.
Okay, done.
All right, done.
I'm really behind the 8 ball here. I have not scored my secondary even one time. Nick has done a great job of rolling saves, and I need to get in and take his home objective for the last turn. It's the only way I have any hope.
Command phase turn 4, back to 3 command points for Nick and 1 for James. Stomp 'em target is going to be the midfield troopers again. They are not long for the Emperor's service, I can feel it. The Orks are coming. James needs to grab objectives and slaughter the Humies to take victory. 5 primary puts us at 18-10 in favor of Nick. He's clawing back. Movement phase, aggressive and cunning, the Orks are pressing their point home, driving hard into the Astra Militarum position.
Here comes the Def Coptas.
Nick spends command point Overwatch on the War Boss. The Plasma wings him, but he's still coming. War Boss Gordwine cares not for your puny las guns.
So shooting phase? Let's do this guy. Rockets here.
Yeah. Def Dread, rockets into the. Ooh.
Kill him right now. And
I
get
mean,
him.
that'd be fine because you're already on the objective.
These guys here,
Yeah.
everything into here.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 command point and go to ground.
Custom Mega Blaster first.
Dun 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 dun. On a 5. Oh! Thank you.
Does he blow his own brains out?
Oh, please?
Not this time. D3 plus 1, 4 shots, 5s, and then just the War Boss. 5 shots right here.
Yeah.
4s. 3 wound. 2 wounds. Nope.
On 3s. Got a both.
You good. Charge time.
Charge
You cannot Overwatch. You already did.
Yep.
This is an important charge phase for James. He needs to get everything in and stop Nick from going anywhere.
Here to here.
Oh,
the
please
most important
fail.
one. The
Please
most important
fail.
one.
Please fail! No.
6.
Come on in.
Tiny charge into these guys. Wow.
Move in. Move in.
Def Copters fail their charge. He really needs this command point reroll. Oh, no joy.
But you know what? Those boys are just within range. They're gonna have a shot too.
The boys have failed their charge as well. Did they stop believing? Don't stop believing.
Fights?
Okay, choose your fight.
Here.
Okay, let's fight.
So start of the fight phase.
Yeah.
Piston-driven brutality. I would like you to take a battle shock test.
Okay. I'm passed.
You're fine.
Those guys are brave in the face of a Def Dread.
Oh no, Nick. I didn't do it.
They're gonna live! I mean, that's both good and bad, because I actually wanted you to kill them. And I saved 1.
Yep.
Ooh, fight phase is a bit of a whiff. Only 1 guardsman falls to the Def Dread. He's not going to get that objective. Dang.
And then the War Boss into the
It's
units.
1 CP to auto pass now? Oh, man. That's good. That's fun.
On a 6. Nope, kill the guy. Ah! Let's fight you back. These 2 guys will go into the Def Dread. I've got a chainsword and a regular dude. So I hit you once, and I gotta get a 6. Don't wound you. Guys, pile in.
Yep.
Boom, 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 and boom. 5 attacks there. And hit you 3 times. And I gotta get 6s again to wound you. No 6s. Dude, I'm holding on. I'm holding on.
That might have just won you the game there. That
skin
poor
of my
rolling,
teeth.
that piss poor rolling might have just won you the game.
Bad news for the Greenskins, unable to stomp anything this turn, but one more turn to go with a score of 18 to 10.
We begin the turn. I still don't think I can do any damage. So I still think the play is saves.
Order of the day is again to take cover, benefits of cover for his saves. That's a really great order. It's super strong, especially in the game with minimal AP on weapons.
We go into Battle Shock phase. Do these guys fail Battle Shock? These guys can't fail, so it's really just these guys holding this objective right now. Battle Shock test, they fail the Battle Shock test, unfortunately, but I've got command points. I'm gonna spend one of them, going down to 2. For insane bravery, auto-passing
They
that.
would have to be insane.
23 to 10 his favor.
Movement phase, I'm gonna fall back.
Run away, Nick! You just gotta hold on to survive!
I'm gonna Overwatch.
Okay, so the copter's gonna Overwatch into those guys. Go for it.
Custom Mega Blast.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the 6 for a second there. Rocket. Give me 1. Oh, okay.
Now blow up. Get a 1, blow up.
No.
My company command squad is gonna move up a little tiny bit.
Okay.
Just enough so that the whole squad is in range of the objective.
I love it. Okay.
Into the shooting phase.
Yep.
The biggest threat to me right now
Yes.
is these Def Copters.
Yes,
They do the
100%.
most amount of damage. Everything's gonna fire into them. And I'm gonna use 1 command point for bring it down.
Okay.
Meaning I can reroll all my hit rolls.
Okay.
So these guys firing into here.
Yep.
Ooh, a plasma pistol downs a Defcopter. Leave it to a company commander to take credit for 4 turns of shooting. Nicely done.
But does he blow his brains out? No. Bolt pistol at the same target.
Yep.
Bet I get to reroll all my hit rolls because yep, it's a hit. Strength 4, that's a wound.
I take that one.
Takes a damage.
Down to 3.
Down to 3 on that Defcopter, and then all the las guns. Hitting on 4s. Pew, pew, pew. Rerolling fails.
Yep.
6s to wound.
Yep.
No wounds.
Okay.
That's my turn. I'm not going to charge anybody.
Nope.
So we just go to this fight.
Yeah.
You get to fight first.
Fight first. We'll see. I hit them all. 2s again.
Couple ones. Couple ones.
Got 1.
Got 1.
So 3.
Ooh, the War Boss has taken out 3 more guardsmen. That's decent, but it may not be enough. Into Nick's turn 5, it's 23 to 10 for him as James starts his final turn. Can he pull this off?
Your turn. Get a command point. I go up to 2. You go up to 1.
Stomp 'em target, the shock troopers midfield. It's up to the Dread for the big hero move. Battle shock okay for the Coptas.
And then he'll move.
Here we come. Here we come. They're OC 1 or 2?
2.
2. Okay.
Nick has convinced me that I shouldn't charge, I should just advance with the boys. And I will take the objective if I roll even a 2 or a 3. So that's the play.
Advance can guarantee taking Nick's home objective here. Overwatch from Nick. 1 command point left. 1 Ork goes down. This is a cunning Ork general move.
He moves. So we'll shoot this guy.
You honestly?
There's 5. I hit you once. Wound you once. AP2.
Ah!
Okay, I'll shoot the rocket here.
All right.
Why not? Wound you once. String it. 9.
Ah, you kill him. So you kill one of them. I've got 1 guy left there. You've now taken this objective, and no matter if you charge or not, you've won the game.
There it is. That rocket killing a trooper has guaranteed a win by grabbing his 3rd objective of the round. That seals it. Ork victory.
Dude, well done. You pulled it out on the very last move of the very last turn. I love it.
Make that your final 33 to 35 in favor of the Orks. What a comeback. He never actually got to stomp them good, but strong objective play and relentless aggression in the face of the firepower of the Astra Militarum secures James yet another victory. Congratulations, James, on a well-fought and hard-earned victory. Our condolences, Nick. You almost stemmed the green tide, but remember, when it comes to the Astra Militarum, there's always more tanks and meat for the grinder. Special thanks as well to this episode's sponsor, Deadly Print Studios. Makers of all things battle effect related, make sure to check them out in the link below. Let them help bring your battlefield to life. As always, a big thank you to you as well for watching. If you like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. Well, that's it for us here at the Play On Studio, folks. On behalf of all of us, this is JT McDowell saying, until the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on.
That's the game. Combat Patrol. Man, every single one of these Combat Patrols games we've played so far have been so close, super close, and like, James takes it by 2 points. 2 points!
Combat Patrol is a frickin' blast. The data slates are even more simplified to the actual full 40K. I think it's super inclusive to new players.
James, you're a fantastic opponent. You deserve those dice. Thank you for playing, and thank you for watching.
Everybody get out there and try it. Nick, where's my Wendy's at?